1940, the German Research Institute for Gliders, DFS, started an ambitious program to achieve supersonic flight and to create a high-altitude reconnaissance aircraft, the DFS-228. Since the only engines powerful enough and available at the time were rocket engines, it was realized that the solution was to have the assault on the sound barrier take place at a high altitude. The first prototype of the DFS-228 was completed in 1943. The fuselage of the aircraft consisted of 3 circular sections: the nose section containing the cockpit, a center section which contained the landing skid, fuel tanks and an infrared camera, and the tail section with the Walter rocket engine. Wooden construction was used for the entire wing. Landing was done on a retractable skid. Since the DFS-228 was to operate in extremely high altitude, a completely pressurized cockpit was designed. The aircraft were to have a prone pilot position due to the difficulty of sealing such a large compartment with the pilot seated upright. All glazed areas were made of double-layered plexiglass and were provided with warm air circulation between layers to prevent frosting of the plexiglass. A very interesting flight plan was arranged for the operational DFS-228. It was to be mounted above a carrier aircraft, a Dornier Do-217 bomber, where it was then carried to approximately 10,000 meters. Upon release, the DFS-228 would then ignite its rocket engine until an altitude of about 25,000 meters was reached. By this time, the aircraft would be over its photographic target area, and after its reconnaissance mission was fulfilled, the aircraft would then make a long glide back to base. Flight trials were made at Rechlin in late 1944. Over 40 test flights were made, and although power flight was to take place in February 1945, none were actually made using rocket power, and none exceeded 10,000 meters. The DFS-228 prototype survived the war and was surrendered in the US zone of occupation. In June 1945, it was taken by road to the US Air Technical Intelligence Unit at Stuttgart. It was later sent to the Royal Air Force Farnborough in June 1946, where it was later sent to Slingsby Salesplane Ltd. in Yorkshire. Strangely enough, Slingsby offered a design for their stratospheric research sailplane, which incorporated several DFS-228 features, including the pressurized cockpit section. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and support my channel on PayPal. Details in the description box.